Hello, my name is Andreas Edström, and we're currently standing outside the Bayerska Zugspitzbahn. And we're now going to have an interview with the administrator, Mr. Stahl. What is the Bayerska Zugspitzbahn?
What is that?
What is the Bayerska Zugspitzbahn?
Ach so, but okay. I will begin in the past. In the past time, we were only a transportation company. In the former times, a cable car was only for transportation, the people in the mountains, in the nature. But I think in the last 10 years, I can say, we have a service unit, we are a service company. We just don't sell only tickets. We sell an event. We try to bring the people into the nature, to make it possible for everyone to go in the nature, and we offer a large range of service now, not only transportation.
How long has the BSB operated?
We were founded in 1928, so since more than 80 years we are a transportation company to the Zugspitze. This was in 1928 the railway. The cogwheel train started here in Garmisch. It was a sensation for everybody in the surrounding. It was the first time when it was possible to go from Munich by train to the Zugspitze. So because we had here our station, the people came with the railway from Munich, and then they changed to us, like today, and then they could go, or they can go to the Zugspitze. And we were the first who do since this electromobility. It's now modern e-mobility, but we do e-mobility since 80 years.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
How long have you been a manager of the BZB?
I started 2 years before to be the CEO of the company, but I'm from Garmisch-Partenkirchen, so I know the Zugspitzbahn since I learned ski driving by 3 years. In former times as a customer and now as CEO.
How many trains do you have?
We have 9 or 10.
Yeah.
9. We have 9 cogwheel trains, and we have 4 cable cars. So it's a combination of cable car and a cogwheel train.
And ski lifts.
And ski lifts, it's okay. In winter ski lifts, it's klar. But in summer we have the cable cars and the cogwheel train to the Zugspitze and to the so-called classic Garmisch area. This is here where in the north, the Wank, Hausberg, Kreuzeck, Alpspitze. I think you will visit also Alpspitz, maybe, or?
No.
No?
It's
That's a mistake. It's a big mistake. Because it's a very big impression to go on Alpspitz and to look around 3,000 feet down on the ground.
Sounds a little terrifying. How many people used the BZB last year?
In the whole year we have about 1 million visitors, and you can say there's a percentage of 60% winter guest and 40% summer guest, but it's always more and more changing to summer. And alone, standalone Zugspitze about 500,000 of visitors for the whole year. So a lot of people. I think since we began to count, we had about 26 million, I think. 20, so since 28, about 26 million people go to Zugspitze.
That's a lot.
So it's a lot.
how does the number of people using the BZB develop? Is it more in a pattern? Or
Yes, there is a decrease.
Oh.
More and more people come by train, for example, not by cars, they come by train. And we had a big, increase, sorry. Sorry, we have a big increase because of the foreign visitors from all countries over the world. Now we have a percentage of about 60% foreign people from Arabia, from Asia, from India. These are our new markets which we want to develop. Those people did never see any snow, for example. It's a sensation. Like if we are in the desert, we are looking at the sand, the desert, and say to it, are they crazy? It's just and it's the same if they go in August or September or July to Zugspitze and see snow. They can't believe it.
How does the economic crisis affect the financial situation of the BZB?
That's a big advantage of our company. The first advantage is increasing markets are non-euro market. So we have not the same problem as the colleagues in Switzerland, for example. You know, the exchange currency, the exchange rate of Schweizer Franken is terrible for somebody who came for the euro or from other countries. But so we are very glad here that the people who come from Asia or India or Arabia, they have no euro, and so it's no problem, and we don't see any crisis. If you see yesterday, for example, we had about over 3,000 people on the top, on the Zugspitze, so I can't see in the moment a big crisis for us.
But if a crisis should take effect and it would create a dramatic decrease on your financials, do you have a protection plan?
Yeah, we have some reserves, for example, but I don't think, because the people will also spend money for leisure. Well, so I think we will not have the same problem as an industry company, for example. I worked for over 30 years in the industry, and so it's a big problem because it's up and down, and you have crises. You have good times, bad times. But I think the development from Zugspitzbahn, and when I see the last 10 years, we started for 10 years, for example, with a turnover from 20 millions. We are now over 36 millions. This, I think, is a big development in 10 years.
Yeah.
And that's also a sign that we are on the right way.
Well, so far so good.
Yeah.
Have the prices for using the BZB increased during this year, or do you have a standard?
We have a standard. It's a big difference between winter market and summer market. We have a winter price for the ski driving guests, for example, and it's a little bit lower than the summer price, and the reason is in winter we have more competitors.
Oh.
In summer we have a standalone market. We are top of Germany. It's only one top of Germany, that's Zugspitze. And so everybody normally who come to Garmisch has to go to Zugspitze and want to have a look from Zugspitze. And so we can go in winter with a lower price because in Austria you can also ski driving and something else. So in summer we have a better marketing or the market positions than in winter.
Do you have some sort of lookout for the environment or the climate?
Yes, the first thing we obey for environment is the electromobility, as I said before. Then we want to keep clean the environment because it's our business. So we are looking not to waste too much energy, for example. We are working more and more to take new energy systems like solar energy or water power, electricity. These are the things we are working on, and I think we are also in a good way.
How does the number of people working at the VZP develop?
We have now about in the average of the year 300 people, and we increase in winter up to 370 people. This is caused by the season personnel. They come in November and go in May for the lifts and work in summer other jobs like golf teacher or surf teacher or something else. And the development is also increasing. 10 years before we had about 200 or 240 people, and we offer more and more high qualified jobs also for the young people like you who want to make a study, for example. We need engineers for the railway or for the cable car, and we created a total new profession. It's a cable car mechaniker, a cable car engineering. And this profession does not exist in Germany 1 year before. It's total new. They get an education in Austria. There's a special cable car school in Austria, in Salzburg. And they work 1 month here in the cable car, and then they go 1 month to school, for example, and then they come back. And after 3 years, they are qualified cable car engineers.
Yeah. Do you have some special preferences to what people that work at your place, like special place you want them to come from, or what kind of knowledge they have?
I think we have various possibilities for people here to work. We have people here at the cash desk, at the cable cars, and so there are different professions possible. And I think we're very open-minded to people who are very international, with a lot of different languages, which is almost very good for us because we have a lot of international guests. So this is.
And so it's very important for us to have people who want to communicate with foreign people, for example. Autistic people, it would be a problem. Because, as I told before, we have 60% foreign countries who all speak normally English, for example. So it's very important for us to have also employees who speak English, or maybe Italy, French, Russian, okay.
Let's see. Last question. How is your personal opinion on this crisis?
The problem is, if you are looking in the newspapers, they only talk from crisis and crisis. But if I look around, for example in Germany, I don't see such a big crisis. It's more problem in Spain, in Italy, in Greek. So we have now a new trainee now from Spain, a girl who wants to learn the profession of a cook.
Yeah.
We will employ her in next week. She will come from Spain because she has no chance in Spain to get a profession or to get an education. And so I think in Germany we speak about the crisis, but I think it's also a very wealthy country, still a very country which the people have jobs. For example, in the county of Garmisch-Partenkirchen we have an unemployment rate of 3%. I think this is not a crisis. In the average in Germany, 5%. And if you look in the United States, if they will reach 10%, they are happy, I think. So I don't see the problem in the moment. But we have to work, it's no question. But the people are more, they speak about the crisis, but in reality it looks better than if you are from Norway and you say you see the newspaper, oh God, and then now look around. I think you will not see. That's, yeah, okay.
Well, I want to thank you for participating.
We thank you.